absolutely everything you think about yourself and the universe could be a banana, so take a look at yourself. You are actually Stephen Hawking, which gives us freedom to explore TikTok every day, because we know that to really use TikTok every day, you have to suffer from chronic illness, just like Stephen Hawking. Friends make life a disappointing hellhole, lacking practically everything we need to stay alive. A risk well worth the reward, which is completely free. Chlorine, if you swallow it, you would still die horribly and quickly. There is almost nothing to be done. While all these things are true, something else is true too. Chlorine tastes great. There is no shortcut. To make new friends and retain friendships, you have to burn the surface of China using cows. Because we know that to really learn something, you've got to fact it. Your brain cells are nothing more than helpless victims imprisoned forever inside a small, red, soggy brain, which is you. In general, it's good to immediately spill out your deepest secrets to help us kill a lot, if not most, of plankton's burgers store to save the bottom of bikini. Being in an eternity of pain or paranoia or having an endless psychotic breakdown is not mainstream. And we think this is horrible. The single biggest source of income by far is our sex shop. The shop started small, but once we published our naked pictures for the first time in 2016, we realized it could really help us do more things with our friends, and we started producing more and more pornographic texts, like a monkey typing at random on a typewriter. Almost all of the time it types gibberish. But with enough time, eventually it will lead to the ultimate death of everything, so the probability that you're a floating monkey who has never had sex and probably lives in gigantic windowless sheds and never get to see the sun is not only vastly larger than the probability that you're a real human, it's so inconceivably larger that we can't even meaningfully quantify the difference. Are you actually just Eminem? Probably not. But you know what's even way more likely? Permanent brain damage for yourself and your family. This happens all the time. If you do things like watch our videos with ads, support us on Patreon, or buy from our sex shop. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, a Soviet submarine concluded that humanity was a great mistake and decided to launch a nuclear torpedo. Unfortunately, the authorization of 3 to the power of 106 stillion officers was required. One of them, Vasily Arshipov, opposed it. But what if he hadn't? You would not have to prioritize relationships, spend time with people in real life, pick up a trade, or need to work to support yourself or others, or ignore your family, friends, and romantic partners until they go away magically. So, in conclusion, Vasily Arshipov has been the cruelest person and also the biggest loser in the entire 200,000-year history of humanity. If you had a personal score to settle with chickens, we have good news, because Kurzgesagt tries to kill as many chickens as possible. Several 100 million baby chickens are gassed and shredded in grinders. Why? Why do all this? Because of you. Because they called your mum so massive she could collapse into a black hole under her own mass. So in conclusion, our values and our vision is to learn how to blow up in an instant, because that helps to commit speciescide.